Ian, firstly, can we talk about Sunday's performance? What did you take from that game in terms of how the boys played?
I think we were disappointed with our performance. We got ourselves into a very tough situation, I suppose, namely around the scrum. And we had 8 penalties against us in the scrum, and that just allowed them to control the whole pace of the game. And I think, from that point of view, we've worked really, really hard yesterday and today on our scrum around analysis and had a great scrum session this morning. The other side of it then would have been that we needed to be patient because we didn't have a lot of possession. At key times we might have forced it a little bit, so we had a look at that yesterday on video, and we've worked around some of the skill aspects of that today. So one side of us are disappointed, but the other side is the character that we showed at the end to get that 2 points. It was a fantastic passage of play, great ball retention, and 7 minutes into injury time we managed to cross the line for 2 points. So in the overall scheme of things, when you look right across the 10 games, that could be a really, really important 2 points yet.
And how much do you take into how you're thinking the age of the team? Because the inexperience could possibly be a reason why sometimes game plans are not executed exactly how you want them.
I think it's a learning curve. The focus of our review was around having a game strategy and strategy going into the game, but then tactically in the game, how do we adapt to different situations? And that literally was the focus of the review. And it's around where you play the game, controlling the ball when something like your scrum isn't functioning the way it normally does, and is a big weapon for them. And it doesn't matter if it's the scrum, it could be the scoreline, it could be the referee, it could be the context of the game. So yeah, I think that's an evolution, and any team needs to improve in that area. And yes, it is a very, very young squad, and we will learn from that experience. But I suppose what we lacked in experience, I think a lot of credit goes to the boys for what they made up for in character, and that's the third time we've gone to the death in 6 games. We've had 5 wins and a draw, and 3 of them have gone to injury time, and we've come out the right side of it, and that's very positive going forward.
And the challenge now is to try and maintain this league position. It's not going to be easy with so many teams vying just a few points apart.
Yeah, ironically, despite not being overly happy with the weekend, we moved up a position in the league. We moved into the top four because Donny lost, and that is the nature of the league. To maintain it is in our own hands this week. So what a fantastic position to be in at the halfway stage. If we were able to get a result away in Welsh, it means that we finish in the top four, or sorry, we're at the top four at the halfway stage. I think there's 6 points between 11th and us. So it just shows how tight the league is. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe people thought we were struggling because we were in 11th place. But from our point of view, nothing has changed. We've just gone on a little bit of run and got a little bit of momentum. So I suppose you're not too high, or I suppose you don't get too carried away when you're where we are now, as we didn't get too carried away when we were 11th. Things can change pretty rapidly. So it's very much a week-to-week focus and a day-to-day focus in training.
And what do you expect from Saturday's game at London Welsh?
They're a quality side. They would have been one of the favourites to be top four at the start of the season, and they're only just a couple of points behind us. 4 points, they're coming for our spot in the top four. That's the way we're looking at it. Our away form has been pretty solid. You could argue our away form has been a little bit better than our home form. Bar the last couple of weeks, we've stepped that up a bit. So it's going to be a tough game, challenging game. They're a very expansive side, but also have a very solid set piece. They have a back three that can really hurt you. Christian Phillips in particular, very, very quick. Not taken away from the rest of their back three. That's one of their strongest units. Good scrum, good line out, and a very good varied, balanced game. So I think it'll be a really good contest.